If you're just starting YouTube or thinking about starting a YouTube channel and you're wondering what you should focus on that will make an impact, well, stick around because I have 5 things new YouTubers should focus on when starting their new channel. Hello, my name is Joe Valle. I'm a personal brand videographer for coaches and entrepreneurs who are building their own personal brands. I'm a small YouTuber like you, and I bring my experience outside of YouTube to build my own personal brand. So click subscribe if you want to learn how to build a personal brand here at YouTube, right here along beside me. YouTube is the second search biggest platform in the world, after Google of course. And with 1 billion users and counting, YouTube is the perfect avenue to build and create a personal brand, and it's right there for us for the taking. However, it can be overwhelming for someone who's thinking of starting a channel or for someone who is just starting. There are so many things to learn that it can be overwhelming and cause paralysis by analysis. And we really don't want that. We want you to take action continuously. So here are 5 things that I'm doing to grow my YouTube channel that allows me to be focused without being distracted and keeps my eyes on the prize. Number 1 is to focus on solving a problem for your viewer. So you're not the hero in your channel. Instead, your viewer is the hero, and your role is to be there helping them along in their journey. You're going to be focusing on being the Obi-Wan to their Luke Skywalker, the Morpheus to their Neo. And all the content you make, all the content that you produce needs to be focused on that, on them being the hero. Now, that's not saying that entertainment is not a service. If you're an artist, entertainment can be a service. You're helping people escape the matrix with your art. Now, if you're a business, you're helping your clients to get to their goals faster. This is a technique that can be applied in YouTube or outside YouTube with your webpage and your marketing services. It's a technique that it tells us all this time. It's called the hero's journey. The hero's journey is the most common tool that helps with marketing or storytelling in art, because it's in our DNA. We gravitate, we have a lot of empathy with hearing or watching stories about someone who comes from nothing and then becomes the hero. That's why Luke Skywalker is so popular. That's why Neo is so popular, and so on and so forth. Just focus on being a mentor to your audience. And by the way, if you like this content so far, or if you like Star Wars, or at least you like how I like Star Wars, click like. Number 2, when you're starting YouTube, make it a goal to post 100 videos no matter what. YouTube is a steep learning curve. It takes time, patience, and deliberate practice. Just like when you're learning to play the guitar or any other instrument, it's a craft and you get better over time. There's a story that goes that a ceramics teacher on the first day of school divided his class in 2 groups. On group A, they were going to be graded in terms of quantity. The more pots they created, the higher the grade they will have. And group B, they will focus on quality. They will be graded on just 1 piece of pottery, and that it had to be perfect. You can see where this is going. At the end, when it came time to grade, the group that was graded on quantity had the better pieces of pottery, versus the group who were focused on just getting it perfect. The more pieces of pottery they made, the more they learned from the mistakes, and the more they tried to perfect their craft. So overall, they got better art pieces. This is why the most important thing to do on YouTube is to just press record. Don't focus on making the best YouTube video. Perfection here is the enemy. That's why I recommend that the goal that you should have on YouTube is to just post your first 100 videos, because you cannot control the subscribers, you cannot control the views, but you can control how many videos you make on YouTube, and you can control how you get better at each of them one at a time. Which brings me to my 3rd point, getting better over time. And the way you get better over time is with deliberate practice, with the keyword here being deliberate. Doesn't matter if you do a lot of videos if you're just doing it randomly. No. you have to be specific. So do one video and you get the feedback for that. A good strategy to use for this, or a good rule of thumb, is to be 1% better each time you post a video. That releases the tension in your shoulders, and that is a burden that you don't have to carry if you just figure out, okay, how can I be just a little bit better on this particular video? In one video, you can focus on your camera presence. In one video, you can focus on the lighting. On one video, you can focus on sound. On one video, you can focus on making better thumbnails. More on that later. And so on and so forth. Learn from other YouTubers, learn from marketing, learn how to keep your audience captivated. I'm learning still this myself. I'm right there with you guys. I'm constantly learning how to make better YouTube videos. I'm constantly learning about marketing. I'm constantly reading books along the way. And the focus is how to get better at YouTube. This is video number 10 of 100 videos that I'm going to post on YouTube. So I still have plenty of opportunities to keep learning and keep improving. The fourth thing you should focus on is learning SEO techniques. Remember that YouTube is a search engine platform. People go to YouTube to find answers to questions and to find topics of interest. And you can track how many people are searching for a particular topic on a monthly basis. They track that. For those of you who don't know SEO, the technical name for the words that are around a topic is called keywords. There are many tools that can track SEO for like blogs, but for YouTube specifically, there are two tools that I know. One of them is VidIQ and one of them is TubeBuddy. I personally use VidIQ. I'm not quite familiar with TubeBuddy. But with VidIQ, you can get the answers of how many people are searching for the topic that you might be interested in talking about or making your video about. I'm going to put a link on the VidIQ YouTube channel so you can check it out and you can get more informed about learning SEO techniques for your YouTube channel. Again, I'd rather you press record on a camera and start making videos, but it's going to help a lot at the beginning if you learn SEO techniques so you can search what videos are popular and what videos you should be talking about. And the fifth and last technique is to focus on your thumbnails. Your thumbnails is like the food presentation. It's like the gift wrapping. It's the window dressing for fashion items. YouTube thumbnails is an art within itself. So just focus on getting better and making YouTube thumbnails. I'm trying to get better myself. You should see the first thumbnails that I started posting on the channel. And now it has improved bit by bit. But the quality of a thumbnail is actually measured on YouTube. It's called CTR, and a good rule of thumb is to have closer to 10%. So if you have a CTR of 10% or more, you're doing great. That means that people are reacting to your thumbnail. And if you don't get it right the first time, there'll be plenty of times down the line that you can get better at it. Remember, 100 YouTube videos. So try to give some thought on your thumbnails because it's going to make a huge difference. I mean, what's cake without decorating, right? So there you have it, my 5 tips where you should focus on when starting a new YouTube channel. There's more exciting content that's coming down the pipeline, so click subscribe so you don't miss a thing. And check out my previous videos so you can continue learning on tips that I've shared before. So see you on the next video.